Hello and welcome to the Wheel of Assessment module. In this module, we will discover how to fill the Wheel of Wellness that you receive as an activity. So you will see that there are 8 parts of the wheel, 8 different areas of life that we are trying to cover based on the concept given by Ayurveda, that there are 4 purposes: the dharma, artha, kam, and moksha, which basically means our purpose of being here on this earth, our resources in form of time, money, energy, the beauty around us, the pleasure, the self-care, and the spiritual enlightenment aspects are all balanced, and the basis for the balancing of them all is a healthy body and mind. If we do not have a healthy body and mind, we won't be able to accomplish these 4 aspects. So the Wheel of Wellness has been divided into 8 segments, and each segment has numbers which will encourage you to view the wheel in how balanced is your life in an all-rounded way. The first aspect that we cover is the physical health. In the physical health portion, I would like you to number yourself on a rating scale of 1 to 10, 10 being that you are very satisfied with how it is going, and 1 meaning that you are not satisfied with the way you look at these aspects. So in the physical health segment, mark yourself for nutrition. Do you feel like you are eating a well-balanced diet? Are you eating healthy? Is your routine all right? Mark yourself for exercise. How much physical activity is included for you on a weekly basis? Are you happy with it, or would you like to include more? Your sleep, is it restful? Do you feel refreshed? Or is it a restless sleep and you have difficulty sleeping? Marking yourself based on the sleep analysis. Your energy, do you feel tired, fatigued all the time or some of the time? And what rating would you give yourself on the basis of the energy? And mark yourself on 1 to 10 for these aspects on this wheel, what you feel is the best, the closest to where you are at. And also marking yourself if you have any condition in any of the body systems. If you have, say, for example, asthma or eczema or fibroids or any other pre-existing condition you have right now, and mark your health as not satisfactory or satisfactory based on that information. Then we move on to the second segment, which is the mental health. Here the marking is a bit different, so you have to be very aware of when you do the marking. For the marking of around the thoughts, anxiety, and depression, we want this marking to be low. So this will be coming up and showing up as red in your graph. We want to mark, are you having excessive thoughts, thought loops, which you cannot control? Are you feeling anxiety, feeling too worried, or depression and sad and heavy weighing thoughts? And mark them as ten being the most intense, but it will show up in your graph as a red, and the red segments we want to bring down to 0. And mark your creativity, how creative you feel with the freshness of ideas, again on a scale of 1 to 10, but 10 being very satisfactory, very satisfied with your creative energy. The segment of soul work includes 4 options. So the understanding, how much do you understand the spiritual world and its concepts? Practices, do you have any practice of meditation? Experiences, have you had any mystical experiences? And priority, how much priority do you give the soul work in your life? Again, it will be marked on 1 to 10, 10 being that you are very satisfied or you have a good understanding, and it will be all in the blue zone. We would like it to be at 10. Then the next segment is around our career. We spend most of our lives doing the work. So we need to mark it, the daily work, how happy, how satisfied you are, whether you work for someone else or you are in your own business, you are self-employed. How much satisfaction do you get from that work? Do you feel like you're fulfilling a purpose here on the earth? What is the opportunity for growth here? And how stable do you feel with your career? Or do you feel constantly in flux, like you have to move? Next, we move to the abundance, and we are talking about abundance in all the form of resources. Do you feel you have enough time or not enough time on your hands? Do you have enough money or resources to get things done? And do you have enough ideas, the creative ideas? When you mark the relationship segment again, it is divided in two parts. The segments that we want to be blue and marked as 10 are love, power, communication, trust, and intimacy. Do you feel loved in your relationships? Do you have a healthy power relationship? You feel empowered, you have good communication, you have a trust within those relationships, and you feel comfortable with the intimacy. The two segments that we want to be low will be in the red, the control and friction. Is there too much control struggle going on? Or there is friction in relationships? So we want them to bring down them to 0, and they will be marked red in your graph. Emotional health again has two components. We want you to feel happy, content, and grateful, marking them as 10 on blue. And the emotions of sad, feeling sad, angry, jealous, scared, or overwhelmed will be marked in red, and we want them to be nearer to 0, not beyond 10. Then we move on to the beauty. In the beauty segment, you cover questions around how do you feel with your body image? Do you feel comfortable with the way you look? And are you comfortable with your creating a self-care routine? Do you spend time and money on indulging in self-care? Do you find pleasure in your life? And how is your environment, your ambience? Are you surrounded by beauty, or is your space cluttered and ugly? So we want you to mark again on 1 to 10, 10 being very satisfied with how it is.